What does it say? Welcome to the new reminder. Blah, blah. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, August the 21st, 2026. It's chill. Yeah, 60 degrees outside in Hampstead, Maryland. I did clean the window. It's one of those days where the windows were like steam. I think we're going to be all right. I don't think we're going to steam up. Let's get Rosie going. Come on, Rosie. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. Here she goes.
Connected to YouTube Livestream BLGKIRTG ISO.
ISO.
Connected to YouTube Livestream BLGKIRTG ISO.
New York gal is in the house. Good morning. We are ready to roll. You know, I'm having some allergies. If I sound a little stopped up, I do not have a cold. I've just been like, allergies are kind of like coming in waves. Right now I'm okay, but it could happen. What else have we got going? All right, so lights on, seatbelts on. Let's get out there, pursue some happiness, and deliver some donuts. We've got 2 deliveries today. Lenny's and WhatADay. I don't know why it took me a minute to think of that. Lenny's is a very light delivery today. I don't know why. Like, you know, they're getting their normal chocolate top cookies. Friday, here we go. So we got the normal chocolate top cookies, Danishes, but like for the other stuff, they didn't get any cake. They didn't get any, I think they got 2 apple turnovers, but no apple fritters. That's very odd for them. No eclairs. Of course, I think they overdid it with the eclairs the last time we went. And then WhatADay is pretty normal. 114 donuts going to WhatADay today. Here we go. That keeps popping up. What is that message? Do you all see some kind of message in the chat? I see this thing that flashes across my screen, and I probably should stop and read it, but I don't know what it is. It's like a YouTube thing.
Fred Wagoner says good morning. Now Fred Wagoner says S.
Good morning. Fred, happy Friday. I'm gonna have to look at that when we get down there. It is actually like 60 degrees. It feels cool out here today. Oh, and we had a sign. There was a road sign as I was coming up. It said there's a new traffic pattern beginning on the 26th, which would be next Wednesday. There's the message. See the thing that YouTube has put out there? It comes up in the chat, so you guys can probably see it.
Fred Wagoner says it says this event will start in 11 minutes.
Oh. Really? That's weird. I didn't know they put that in the chat. All right, so we're a little early. I've never seen that before. I start early quite a bit, actually. Everybody's got to pass the van. Got to pass the donuts. Thank you for letting me know. I was very curious about that. know, when you went in, like normally if you went into somebody's live stream before it went live, it would have a little message in the lower left-hand corner that said, you know, this live stream starts, and it was like a countdown. Maybe it's always been there, I just never noticed it, maybe.
Fred Wagoner says donuts and coffee sounds good right now.
I got 114 of them, but I've only got 1 cup of coffee at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my. I'm allergic to something, and I really haven't had anything. Like for years, I haven't had any kind of major allergy problems, but the last couple days, I've been feeling it. Maybe it's because our humidity is down. Like it really feels nice outside. So how was everybody's Thursday? What did I do? I didn't do too much yesterday. On Wednesday, when I was finished with the deliveries on Wednesday, I walked through Reisterstown. So like I walked up Main Street through Reisterstown, took a video. So I have like that whole, I think it took me about an hour. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it, but I got some pretty good video footage, so I think I'll put that together. I started working on that a little bit yesterday.
Dork Gal says vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Good morning. I saw you in here earlier. The earlier messages.
Dork Gal says good morning.
Good.
Yes, I popped in at 30 minutes alert. I am awake working.
30 minutes alert. You get an alert? Do you really? I didn't know they did that.
Gal says YouTube sends notification 30 minutes prior to the live.
Oh, that's kind of good. I wonder why I don't get that when Kendra goes live. Huh. That's good to know. Maybe I might not have something turned on that I should turn on. Because that's kind of nice. Oh, do you have to probably hit that notify me button? Maybe that's what's happening to me.
Dork Gal says I get them for goodness, for everyone.
Do you have to hit it for every live? Do you have to like go in ahead of time and hit the thing that says notify me? Or is it part of your, does it automatically happen because you're notified whenever they go online? You know what I mean? Because I think I have notifications turned on, but I don't always go into a scheduled live stream and hit the notify button. I wonder if that's what it is. If that's the difference, maybe.
Dork Gal says no sir, I am just subscribed.
Huh. I'll have to see. Oh, if anybody wants to, I'll just throw this out there. You don't feel it's necessary to do this. I'm just throwing the offer out there. If you want to type something that's, like congratulations to the bakery, like to Jen and Bob for the bakery, you could just say to the bakery. But anyway, if you want to just send a short message and just say congratulations on your 10th anniversary. What I'm going to do, I'm gathering some video clips from like family members and stuff, and a couple of nearby businesses that we do business with and stuff like that. But I would also use, if you want to just put that in there, then I will clip that video when Rosie says it, and I will add that to my video. Because I'm putting one video together for Jen for the 10th anniversary, which is next week, 26th. So I just, if you want to do that, it's up to you. I might have to make 2 different videos though. And the reason I'm saying that is because like the family members that have sent me little video clips, it's like them and with their kids and stuff like that. I don't know if I don't want to assume that everybody wants to have their kids on a public YouTube video, so I think I might end up having to make a couple versions. I might make one large, one video and then cut the kids out before I post it. know what? Let's go down Reisterstown Road. I want to check something out. Yesterday was a little bit rainy here, off and on. So on Wednesday, when I took that video, I was walking through here, this is sort of like central Reisterstown. So I walked along here with the video camera, and I walked past, I want to see if there was this girl painting a mural on a fence down here, and I talked to her while I was filming. But I'm curious to see how much she did. Let's look in here. Look, so all right, we're off the beaten path, but I saw this all right, she hasn't painted too much more, but I saw the girl that was painting this. I don't know how much more she's going to do, but that's pretty cool, right? Like, she's got a long white fence to work with here. I don't know if she's going to do more. She wasn't sure whether she was going to do more, but I got some footage of her while she was painting that.
Short Gal says, oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool, right? If she like fills up the whole thing. I think that would be kind of neat. You don't realize like how much more you see when you walk. You know, like when you drive through places, you really don't, you miss a lot. So I was walking by on Wednesday. She said she was going to start on Monday, but Monday we had rain. York girl, have you finished the Wizard of Oz painting you were working on? And I didn't realize that you had a tool that allowed you to put like multiple little beads in at a time. Like, looked like you were doing 3 at a time.
York gal says no sir, about halfway up the canvas. I can't sit long for it anymore, so takes me a bit.
I thought it was fascinating. The 3 at a time was pretty cool, and it looks like you can put them on top of each other. Like, so let's say you had a spot where you needed to put 2, and there was 1 next to it with the same color. Did you just pick up 2 of the beads, the little diamonds, or did you pick up 3 and put it? I couldn't tell. You know what I mean?
York gal says I have a 10 placement one too. New York gal says come again.
Wow. Wow. No, I didn't know if you can, like, can you put 1 diamond over another one? Or if you're, let's say you're laying down 3 and one of the 3 already has a diamond on the canvas. Do you just pick up 2? I didn't realize. I couldn't tell if you were just dropping 2.
York gal says no sir, no stacking.
Oh, you can't stack them. Okay. One diamond limit. What the heck is that? This is getting kind of crazy. I was looking online about our state fair, and think it starts next weekend. Next Thursday, I think. But it doesn't run during the week. I thought that was really odd. So the state fair runs next week. I think it opens on Thursday, like Thursday.
Short Gal says to be able to stack you would have to have the wax between each level. Now Janet says good morning everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Now Janet says Rosie needs a bit of caffeine. She is sleepy today.
I know. I think the last couple of days she's been getting a little bit longer. Not sure what that is. But the state fair is like Thursday evening, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then apparently it doesn't look like it's active on Monday through Wednesday, and then it starts again the next week. So the state fair is open for 3 weekends, but they're not open during the week. You know, they like open up Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I think the week with Labor Day, they are open on Monday for that week. So I don't know if I'm going to go there or not, because I couldn't go on a Thursday night. They don't open until 5 on Thursdays. I can't do that. And then I work on Friday. I work like longer at the bakery on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What was that? So I could go in the afternoon, but I'd rather go in the morning. I don't know.
Janet says, oh, that seems different. I thought they were open every day.
I know, me too. I think they used to be. I know they used to be. I'm sure they did. And I didn't think it lasted for like 3 weeks. That's right away when I saw their schedule, I was like, well, that's long. It seemed to be open for a long time, but I guess because they're doing it just during the weekends. I don't know why they would do it that way. The Lenny sign is still out. The Lenny sign is still out.
Janet says, I thought it used to be just 2 weeks and that was it.
Yeah, me too. So I think they've extended the time frame, but they changed it to Thursday evening through Sunday. And then on Labor Day, they're going to do it on Labor Day, Monday. Let's see who's in. I don't know if he's in there or not. Oh, I saw that on Wednesday. I saw that guy that was looking at the camera. That was pretty funny. When we were stopped at Lenny's, he had the camera on the back of the van. Right now, where are peeps? I'm going to have to call him. I think the only people in there right now are way in the back. That looked like Shirley. No, she's not in there. All right, call. Let's call. Hang on. Balloon Fest this weekend. Yeah, see, Fred, that's the way I know. Now, is the Balloon Fest?
007 says, good morning, Craig. Hope all is well. Congrats on finally getting 500 subs.
Hey, Chris, good morning. Thank you. Yeah, we did it. We did it.
New York Gal says, good morning in chat.
Now, is a Balloon
York
Fest?
Gal says, Janet.
Is a Balloon Fest like the kind of hot air balloons that people ride in, or is that like? I would think maybe that's what a Balloon Fest is. All right, let me call these guys. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Good morning. Thank you. I'm good. I was getting ready to call you.
There's 007 says at TuberChat, cheers, hope all is well. Now Janet says, hey, Chris at TuberChat.
TuberChat's in the house too. Oh, hang on, let me grab this thing. Good morning, Kevin. Hang on, guys. Just make sure I don't. I was afraid I'm going to hit the switch off button. That wouldn't be good. That's the last thing you want to do.
007 says, thanks, Janet. Hope you have a great day. TuberChat says, how early do you start in the morning? New York Gal says, congrats on 500 subs.
Thanks, New York girl. I start at 5, quarter after 5, usually between 5 and quarter after 5. I set up the live stream for 5:15.
Playing for them. Looks great.
So that was cookies, chocolate top cookies, and we got the Danish. So that part of their order is pretty normal. I get 26 of these. 26. Yeah, I set up the live stream for 5:15, but I'm usually a little bit ahead of that. That's like the latest I would be. See, like, good morning.
Morning, morning.
How are you? All right, grab this. right behind you. Thank you. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Through there. Good morning.
We need the white containers, so we got to wrap up in the back. We need the white containers. One over here with rag, is that yours? Right here with the rag in it. I said, is that yours? So I want to bring, can you use the green bucket for the day? We got to prep up back there, and take Shirley back there. When we got to prep up, we need the containers. Somebody done did something crazy with the rest of the containers. So I got to accumulate white containers over there. Can you use a green bucket?
What is the green bucket?
I have one in the back I'll get to. Oh, one right here is a small one though, but I'll get you a big one.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Lots of excitement in here this morning. Shirley, how are you doing? Did you have your operation?
It's fine. I'm 7 weeks out, but I'm not back. Just for the day and another day. That's it.
Are you all good? Like you?
Yes.
Really? Wow. Let me see.
Yeah.
You're like walking all good and everything already? Wow.
This is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
good,
said I
right?
did pretty good.
What?
But I'm not here. I'm retired. I'm not coming
Looks
back.
like you're here
Yeah. I'm just here for today to help one.
just to help out.
for the holiday because they ain't got nothing done.
Oh.
They ain't got no plans. They
Yeah.
don't even know what to do. So I'm gonna help Wando and then
Yeah.
I'm done.
There's no rag.
Yeah.
And he want me to come back once a week. Why would I come back here once a week? I have 2 other jobs.
That you're still doing?
Well, one of them I'm still doing right now.
Yeah.
But the other one I wait till my healing process after September.
Yeah.
I have my
Wow.
own catering. I do kosher catering at Jewish people.
Oh, yeah. So you do it yourself. Right.
I work for them in their home. I've been
Right.
working for them for 41 years, but out of them I got 39 other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come back here.
Well, it's good seeing you. I'm glad that worked out
Yeah,
good.
it was fun. Then I lost all this weight, so that
Yeah.
that was even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. We'll
All right, good. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Be good.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Shirley's back for a day.
You have a good day.
All right. You too. All right. It's very exciting in there today. Hang on. Let's go here. That's the door. Come on. I don't know if I was close enough for the microphone to pick up mine. Did you guys hear me talking to Shirley? She worked there for like 30 some years and she just retired a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago actually. So I thought I saw her when I was knocking on the window. Anyway. All right, here we go, guys. I probably missed some conversation in there. Hold on. Let me see if I missed anything major. 5:43. We got to get out to WhatADay. WhatADay. There's John. Have a good day. Where's John going? Early day start. Okay, we did that. Congrats on that. The balloon glow of the night. Balloon glow. So they are the hot air balloons. I guess that's what we're saying, right? That sounds pretty cool. All right, good. I'm caught up. We used to have hot air balloons before the Preakness, the horse race in the spring.
Donna says good morning all. Craig, congrats on reaching 500.
Ah, good morning, Donna. Thank you. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Wednesday night. Wednesday night. And you know, normally you would not know who your 500th subscriber was. I was kind of lucky. I got lucky because I was in Hollow's live stream on Wednesday night.
Janet says I did a hot air balloon ride in California once. Never again. It was way too scary.
I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. But I was in Hollow's live stream, and he said something about, you know, like as when we were talking, he said something. Somebody said, "Oh, you're almost at 500." I'm like, "Yeah." So then I looked. A couple people subscribed, and I looked, and I was at 499. And I'm like, "Oh wow, I'm at 499. I'm one away," you know, like. And then Michael said, you know, "Hey, I just subscribed. I was number 500." So normally you wouldn't know, unless people have that. You know, you can turn it on so that people know when you subscribe. But most people don't do that. You know. So that was pretty cool. Now I am waiting for it to go back down to 490. It's going to happen. All right, just everybody brace yourself. It's going to happen because they come and they go. So it will probably drop below. I'm like right on the edge. It's like a tightrope act right now.
There's 007 says at Gideonet, yeah, I will not get in one of them, as if the balloon deflates then you're in deep doo-doo lol.
I would do it. I worry about the landing a little bit because they can be rough, and I worry about power lines. That's weird. Sort of like the Wizard of Oz. I guess you don't really have a parachute in a balloon, do you? Because people, it's not like you have any kind of safety device.
Janet says agreed. I couldn't enjoy because all I could think about is how easily this thing could fall to the ground. Now Fred Wagoner says we had the Space Challenge hot air balloon for its first flight and it actually caught fire in flight. Nobody was injured.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah, because it's a giant flame above your head too. That could be a little disturbing. That might be the part that would worry me the most, is the fire right above your head. I don't understand. I mean, they really can't control where they're going either, right? I mean, how do they control their direction? Is it because they find the altitude that where the winds are blowing the direction they want to go? Well, then you have the
Fred
Hindenburg
Wagner
too.
says that balloon was huge.
And let's not forget the Hindenburg. that wasn't a.
Paula says good morning, Craig and everyone.
Paula, good morning. I just mentioned your live stream on Wednesday. Wow, this music we got going today is kind of wacky. Wow, was that like incredibly short? Did you notice that? Like it was green for a split second.
There's 007 says morning Holla. Now Janet says hey there at Holla.
Alright, this song's a little crazy. How long is this going? Something's different.
Fred Wagner says they can to some extent. Now Holla says I hope you weren't mad about Wednesday, but it was time to get 500. New York gal says fun fact.
No, I wasn't mad about
hot
it.
air balloon was invented in 1783 in France by the paper-making Montgolfier brothers. Now Holla says hello Chris. Chris Ayers 007 says cheers Holla.
That's weird. I wonder if the first balloon was made out. They couldn't be made out of paper. That's weird. No, I wasn't mad. That was pretty cool. I was just saying, it's kind of lucked out because normally you wouldn't know who it was. You know, like I might know that I hit 500, but you normally wouldn't know who the person was that hit the number. Oh, and I got the okay to put your name in the drawing.
There's 007 says at New York, yeah, there's a story of an airship crashing in Texas in the 1800s. People thought it was from another planet, lol. Now Fred Wagner says, have you ever sent a hot air balloon set up?
Have I ever seen it set up? You mean like when they're laying it out on the ground and getting ready to go up when they first fill it up? If that's what you mean, yes, I have seen that. There was a field north of Baltimore where they used to do that. It's pretty cool. It's a very cool thing.
Paula says hello Janet. I am sorry I was like in a fog, but thank you for coming to my live. Now Fred Wagoner says yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool when you watch them filling them up. I mean, when they have when there are a group of balloons taking off at the same time, do they ever get up in the air and start bumping into each other? Like, you can't control where you're going, right? It would be like bumper cars, but it would be bumper balloons.
Janet says at Holla the live was great.
Yeah, I didn't realize Janet was in there earlier. Did you have rain in New York yesterday? I thought maybe you did, because I know we had it down here, off and on.
Paula says I thought they can control and steer them. Now Fred Wagoner says have never seen that. New York gal says rained all day yesterday.
Yeah, it did. Okay. Thought that might be what happened. Yeah, if you looked up in the 1800s, I bet you would think that a balloon was like an alien attack going over.
Paula says last night crazy rain. I think Jersey had really bad storms. Now Donna says AI says changing altitude.
That's how you steer. That was my
now Janet
guess.
says there was a tornado in Dover, Delaware.
Oh, wow. We had rain, but nothing too bad that I was aware of yesterday. Oh, Chris, I was able, on Wednesday afternoon, I was taking some video, walking through Reisterstown, and I ran into some ladies from...
York gal says in Long Island. Now Donna says, but what does AI know, LOL?
AI only knows what we know, you know, that's true. But I ran into a couple ladies, and they told me, this one lady said her daughter was living in the UK, and that, you know, she was telling me about how hot it had been, because we were talking about how nice the weather was on Wednesday. And she said, yeah, her daughter lived in the UK.
Fred Wagoner says it's really neat
it was
when
really
they have a flight at our
hot.
balloon fest town and you see balloons pop up all over town.
Oh, we don't see balloons very often. I think it's pretty cool. But I got to actually talk to this lady like I knew what I was talking about. Like, oh yeah, I know. In England, it's been hot. Not a lot of rain, but you recently got some rain.
Air007 says, yeah, it was too hot here, Craig. Luckily, we got cool weather now and rain.
Yeah.
Now Hala says, I know there was tornado watches. Wow, when will we just have normal rain and not all these crazy storms?
Yes, we have nothing. We had a lot of rain. Last Monday, we had a nice soaking rain day, I think. I think it was Monday. But before that, we were just getting it was either raining like the world was coming to an end, or it was nice. We had weeks of just sunny weather. Oh, I've decided, I don't know if I've mentioned it very often, but there are like a family of like 3 or 4 deer. You guys see those lights? I guess they're airplanes that are coming in straight ahead, sort of to the right. It's weird. But this little family of deer that must sleep next to the highway, and they're there like every day in the same spot. I know exactly where they live, and they're laying down, so I just see the mother's head. I think there are a couple young ones with her, but like every morning I see her. And I'm not talking about it. I know sometimes I joke that they're deer laying next to the road sleeping, and they've been hit by a car. But this really is a living deer that's off in the grass living. It's not a dead deer. Definitely right in a flight path. I see 3 planes in a row.
Susan says, good morning, Craig and chat.
Good morning, Susan. Happy Friday. I see a 4th plane. It's getting out of control. Can you see that to the left? I don't know if you can. See those planes? Oh, there you just see one right there, I think.
Janet says, hi, it's Suzanne.
But now there's 5. All right, this is getting out of control. If we we get to a place where I can see them all in a row again. I think we're zoomed in, actually. We're going. Can't have the donuts shifting us.
Susan says, hey Janet.
Oh, and I want to point out for subscribers,
I guess they're
short.
headed to BWI. Now
guess.
Hala says, good morning Susaner.
But if you look at my 500 subscribers short, there's a section like maybe 3/4 of the way through where I'm backing up at the bakery.
There's 007 says, morning Suzanne.
And there's a car. So I'm backing into my spot at the bakery at the end of the run. And there's a person that comes out of the bakery and they're getting in their car and they wave to us. And I realized when I was watching, I'm like, I think that's Janet. And it is. So Janet is in my video. Totally, it was a total fluke. I did not do that on purpose. I would love to say that I did, but I really didn't. I just picked that section out of that video. And there you are, waving to the camera from across the parking lot.
Janet says it's my cameo.
It is. Really, it is.
Janet says I'm always lurking in the background.
Apparently.
Paula says what? Now I have to rewatch in slow motion.
Now you can. It's noticeable even at regular speed, if you're looking for it. Slow motion might make the sound really weird. I would walk 500 miles.
Janet says just don't zoom in at Hala. Haha.
Too early. We can make that truck. The truck's gonna get the green light.
Hala says it was ironic they played that song long.
It was very ironic. That's why I had to use it. It was destiny. I mean, that's pretty crazy, actually.
Paula says, don't worry, Janet.
I know. I think they started playing that song as soon as you mentioned it. Oh, look what I did here. Hold on. I made this thing. Let me see what this like. See that? So she's going to put that up by the register. And people can just scan. If you scan that QR code, it takes you to the
Janet says that was a great song for the video. Like it was meant to be.
It was a good song. I was listening to, when you make a short like that, you kind of hear the song over and over again for a long time. And I had that song embedded in my head yesterday until I watched, actually, Hala helped me out because he created a short. Oops, hold on, let me go get the rack. Hold on. Hala has a short out there that has an equally snappy tune. Brooklyn something? With that pickle packers. Sometimes I have to really try to remain somewhat mature. The pickle packers. What's going on up there? I don't know what they're doing with that stuff. All right, here we go. 114 donuts. We begin with the cream filled. Cream, jelly, and Boston cream. Then we go to vanilla with M&Ms and a couple of chocolate. There are two of several more to come. Here's the rest, chocolate with M&Ms. Strawberry. Glazed. We got a customer at the drive-thru. It's time to eavesdrop. Egg sandwich. Egg sandwich. Come on now. I can't hear. I tried. All right, and then we got chocolate frosted. Oh, she's getting a mini Danish. What kind do you want? Which one are you getting?
He's out here. Do you have peach?
Peach, yeah.
Yeah,
we
peach
do.
Looks good.
Right there.
Looks good.
All right. It's coming in. Just carry the tray over to the lady. All right, let me get in there. We got a peach mini Danish emergency right now. It's going down. morning. How are you? Good, 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 good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Should be the second from the bottom, I think. All right. Have a good day, guys. All right. We made it here just in time. Too bad I didn't have the camera so that you could see me. Could you see me standing next to the car? Could have been my thumbnail. Always looking for my thumbnail. All right. All right, there we go. So, WhatADay's done. Let's see what we got here.
Paula says I'm catching up on the news now. There was apparently a tornado in Long Island also.
Wow. What is going on? Crazy weather. I know we've had some storms where they're super windy. Not they're thunderstorms, but the thunder and lightning isn't the problem, it's the wind. All right, here we go. What is this song? Epic Medina. Epic Medina. It's weird.
Janet says that's crazy. The one in Dover did quite a bit of damage. Now Hala says, oh, that's a very good reason, Janet. Yes, stay away. Chris Ayers 007 says at Hala 6448 scary stuff.
I mean, I would like to see a tornado, but I would just like to see it going across an empty field somewhere. I don't want to see any damage. I think it would be a fascinating thing to see. I think I need to make a separate YouTube account for the bakery. Not so that I can live stream from the bakery, but so that I could, so that we could view the live stream at the bakery. Can you watch your own live stream?
Paula says, where is Dover? Chris Ayres 007 says we had a hurricane in the UK around 4 years back called Storm Eunice and that was bad. I tried going outside and was getting rocks and debris at 20 miles an hour wind.
Whoa, that's a lot. That's pretty bad. That's like some of the worst hurricane type of wind. Dover, Delaware is on the eastern shore, maybe, I don't know, how far is it? 30 or 40 miles from the coast, maybe. Sort of like between Wilmington, Delaware, and the eastern shore. That's how I would describe it. I've been there many times. They have a NASCAR track in Dover, Delaware. They used to have 2 races a year. I think they're down to 1 now.
Ayres 007 says yeah, many trees fell down and my old car got smashed up from rocks and tree branches hitting it lol.
Jeez, that's not good. The insurance cover the damage? I hope so.
Says I have family in Williamton. Oh yeah, I heard of that track. Chris Ayres 007 says nope, they don't cover storm damages, it's an act of God, so I just scrapped that car. Luckily it was only worth 500, so I got 200 in scrap lol.
Wow, well that's terrible. I know we have people that get damaged from hailstorms, but I don't know whether, like, I'm not sure what kind of car insurance you need to cover that. Yeah, I used to go to Dover for both races every year for years. Actually, I was going there around the time. I remember it was the first NASCAR race after 9/11, and it was only like a week or 2 after 9/11 happened. So it was a little weird, a little eerie.
Paula says, is there a horse track also in Dover, Delaware, or is that a different Dover?
No, well, there is a horse track. It's the same track. It's inside of the racetrack. It's like the horse track and the racetrack for the cars are the same location. It's just the circle for the horses is inside the paved area for the cars. They built a big hotel there, and they have the seating. I think they still have it. They had seating where you could actually sit. I never went there. I never saw it. But you could sit. You're actually looking down at the track. You're like over top of the track, coming down the back stretch. It's got to be a weird. It's got to be a weird way to watch a race because you really don't see a whole lot of the race. But it would be an experience having the cars driving under you. I think they sat in there. Oh look, there's some deer up on the right, hanging out. Probably went by too fast to see them. It's funny, when I started going to Dover with my brother, the traffic was backed up for miles.
Paula says what? I didn't know that. And it close to Williamton.
Williamton or Wilmington? I don't think it's close. I wouldn't say it's close to Wilmington. I mean, relatively it is, but it's a little bit of a ride. But it used to be a situation where the traffic would get, I mean, you'd be backed up for forever, literally for hours sometimes. And we would go super early, so we would get there before the traffic got too crazy. And then getting home, it could take, 2 or 3 times as long as to get there because it was so backed up, so much traffic. But it really did taper off quite a bit before we stopped going. Like it got to the point where the traffic wasn't such a big deal anymore. You could really tell a lot less people were going to the race for a while because the traffic was not such a big issue anymore. And you have fields. You would have fields full of, people camping with RVs and stuff.
Paula says, oh, new question. Yes, you can use your own account to watch your live.
Oh, you can? Oh, that's, okay. That's good to know. I didn't know you could do that. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. You know what? I did know that. That's stupid. I know that because sometimes I look at it on my phone. Duh. Sometimes I want to check this live or not. There's a problem, and I look on my phone, to see if I'm live, you know, to see if there's...
Paula says, but I think it's better to create another one for the bakery watching.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I am going to do that. I am going to do that because if we set it up so that the live stream is playing, you know, yeah, I would do that. I think they're just leaving the video that's kind of like a slideshow with some video in there as well, but there are a lot of still pictures. I think they're just leaving it running because it's about maybe 4 or 5 steps that you have to go through to turn it on and to set it up so that it loops, so that it replays constantly.
Donna says, do you have to have 50 subscribers to do that? Now Hollis
Yeah.
says safer. Otherwise anyone can see or do anything to your channel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, they could go in and subscribe and all kinds of crazy stuff. You have to have 50 subscribers to live stream. But what I would be doing with the bakery, I wouldn't be live streaming from there. I would just be using that. If we set up a screen in the bakery and show the live stream.
Donna says, I mean on that channel. Now Hollis says 50 to go live.
Yeah. But on that channel, we wouldn't be live streaming. But you are correct about the 50. Like maybe Sunday morning, I'll take the camera in and show you guys where we put the TV, because we just set the TV up so that we could kind of run the slideshow. But that's where we're gonna kind of work it in, that we think we could play the ride. I don't think we'd have the volume on though. I don't think we'd do the volume. So that we just see us. I think. I don't know. I have to think about that. Oh, we got a deer crossing the street. This is where we saw the deer, the other one. The one that was like walking along the street. I mean, they don't even run across the street anymore, they just walk. What? So if I was trying to figure this out. If I have 200 replays.
Paula says, oh, you need the volume and surround sound system, just in case you break out in song law.
Yeah. Well, for the ride along, we probably could do volume. I didn't put any music or sound behind the video that they're playing now because I knew they would. I mean, that would be over and over again. Every 5 minutes, it would be the same sound. So I knew that would drive them crazy. But probably could do it for the ride along. I don't know if they want to hear me talking for 2 hours every day. But I was thinking, so if I have 200 live stream replays in my playlist, and my average live stream is like maybe, let's just say an hour and a half, might be closer to 2 hours, but that's 400 hours. It's probably 300 or 400 hours. So I could, when I left, so I could drive in the morning, and then when I left.
Donna says, so what time will you be live streaming for the celebration?
They're going to do the drawing at 9 o'clock. So that's next Wednesday. So I'll do my normal ride in the morning. Probably finish that up around 7 or 7:30. And then we're going to live stream the drawing at 9. They have a lot of tickets in that bowl. We need to get some 10-year anniversary type of little signs or something. We've still got the 4th of July USA stuff hanging, but I think we need to get some 10th anniversary. I'm going to look online. I would normally go to Party City, but I don't think there are any anymore, right? Every Party City that I'm aware of has closed. That was the greatest place to get balloons and stuff like that. They had a lot of neat stuff in Party City.
Donna says, so 9 or before?
9. So we'll probably start the live stream. I scheduled it for 9 on the 26th, but we'll probably start 10 or 15 minutes before that. Trying to figure out whether I want to just like walk around with the camera or set it up.
Paula says 10 years is a long time for business to be open.
It is. It's it is. It's true. I think the coolest thing is that when the kids come in, you know, like parents bring their kids in, they're like, I mean, you just think about when you're growing up and you go to a place like that, it's like all that stuff. You're looking through the display cases and all the cupcakes and all the crazy stuff.
Paula says I think Michael's has a lot of stuff, but it might be more 10-year wedding related.
Oh yeah, you're right. They might have some stuff too. But yeah, it could be wedding. Yeah, the two stores that I missed that had closed down recently were Party City and Bed Bath and Beyond. I used to love that place too. They just had cool stuff.
Donna says kid heaven.
I know, and they get excited. I like watching the ones that come in. They're like, "Ah, I want that." Oh, I got a close-up of the Cow. There's a place in Reisterstown called the Cow. They sell ice cream. Well, I think it's actually frozen custard. And so when I walk by there on Wednesday, I got.
Paula says so sad when a long-time store closes. There's a deli over 100 years old here closing this week.
Oh, that's a shame. Over 100 years. So that means it survived at least one generation turnover. I do. I actually do remember that. Well, my walk down Reisterstown, you know, Main Street, is turning into a little bit more than I initially thought, because I'm trying to get like some pictures of some.
Janet says Adonna, yes.
Some of
there
the
was
buildings.
a penny candy store on the boardwalk when I was growing up in Ocean City.
Oh yeah.
Loved that place.
I would think so. Ocean City was a cool place to grow up. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Oh, look. Bob is at Restaurant Depot. We beat it back. What was I saying? Oh, I was just going to say, I'm
Paula says now
pictures.
not only isn't there any candy for a penny, that they don't even make the penny itself anymore.
That's an excellent point. You can't even get a penny anymore. But on my video, I'm trying to get the like pictures, like old pictures of some
Janet
of the
says
buildings.
at Holla. Ha ha.
Now that looked pretty quick. I looked up and I saw your message, and she said it right
Donna
away.
says have a good day all.
Look, she's on it right now, right? Is it just
Now
me?
Janet says have a great day everyone.
It figures. We get to the end of the ride, and she is like on it. Rosie is reading immediately, as far as what I can see. All right, you guys. Have a great day, everybody.
Paula says makes me feel old.
Yeah, I know.
Now Janet says yeah, Rosie is finally waking up.
I know.
Chris Ayers 007
As soon as we
says
get
see you
to the
soon,
end.
Craig. Cheers.
All right, guys. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out again. And we'll be back tomorrow at 5:15 a.m. See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Susan